Seoul, a city that pulsates with energy, culture, and excitement at every turn. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or an adventure seeker, this video is your ultimate guide to unlocking the secrets of this truly dynamic city. And today we'll uncover 50 incredible reasons why Seoul should be at the top of your travel list. Be sure to check out the first video in this series for another 50 things to do. You'll also want to download our Korea travel guide PDF in the comments below for even more tips and tricks to make your Korea trip truly unforgettable. With that said, fasten your seatbelts because the countdown to an epic Seoul adventure starts now. We begin our adventure at one of Seoul's most lively traditional markets, Mangwon Market.
So this market is full of yummy, delicious food. So it may not be as popular as places like Gwangjang Market or Namdaemun Market, but don't let that fool you. It's a little bit of a smaller market, more locals only. However, there are some hidden gems here that you just have to try. There are some things that are iconic in this market, and we're gonna be checking them all out today. And the best thing is that the prices are really affordable here compared to other markets that are a little more touristy. So Changdeokgung is one of the 5 royal palaces here in the city of Seoul, and it was originally built in the year 1405, so it's one of the smaller palaces here. However, it's especially beautiful during the autumn time. And here's a little piece of advice, guys. If you wear a hanbok, you can get free admission to not only this, but all the royal palaces here in Seoul. But what is the best thing and the highlight of this particular palace is checking out this secret garden.
Changdeokgung Palace was built as a secondary palace in 1405 under the reign of King Taejong, the 3rd monarch of the Joseon dynasty, Korea's last dynasty.
So attached to Changdeokgung Palace is this place. So this is the secret garden, and it's this really well-preserved place that was used for relaxation back during the Joseon dynasty by the kings. So now it's a place that you can come here and take a tour of. So you do need to get a ticket for this, and they do guided tours only. You can't just do a little free travel here, unfortunately. So make sure you check. The tickets do sell out super quickly. There are English tours available throughout the day, and so you can check their website and get those tickets. We are at Dongmyo, which is an absolutely humongous outside flea market. You can buy just about anything you could ever imagine here. It sells a lot of clothes, which you can even buy by the weight, as well as just vintage items from all around the world. There's street food. There are a lot of people though. This place is very, very packed, especially on the weekends. However, if you are looking for cool souvenirs or just looking to try to find some really unique items from the past, this is the place. It literally has just about everything you could imagine and then some. You get to explore, dig through all of the different vendors and all the different shops to see what kind of treasures await you. So this is one of the best deals in all of Korea. This is only 1,000 won, less than $1 US. This is gilgori toast or street toast. And so they are making this very simple sandwich here. So it's just bread, an omelet, some sugar and ketchup, and they toast it up here. And they're going through just so much ingredients because it is such an affordable product that is definitely great for anybody who is on a budget here. Let me try this out. There's some crispy vegetables in there. It's very sweet though. It's a very interesting combination of flavors, but you know what? For 1,000 won, I am not going to complain. All right, so next up we are at Sindandong Ddeokbokki town. So this is a whole area devoted to nothing but this. This is Ddeokbokki, or the spicy rice cakes, and it's popular street food here in Korea, but this neighborhood is known for having a ton of restaurants that sell it, and it is so yummy. This is more than just your basic street food. So when you get this, they bring all the ingredients to the table, and you cook it here at the table by yourself. And then it is hot and fresh and spicy and chewy and just full of all kinds of yummy goodies that you find as you're eating through this. Dongdaemun Design Plaza, or DDP, is one of the most iconic spots here in Seoul. You can't think of Seoul without thinking of this beautiful structure here. It's the home of the Seoul Fashion Week, different festivals, events, and so much more. So this is where you can get an unforgettable souvenir while you're here in Seoul. This is Dotori caricature, or uncle painting, and they do really fast caricatures for only 9,000 Korean won. Guys, I got this done in like 3 minutes. Check that out. Isn't that so cool? Talk about talent. She drew that out with no problem. It's very cheap and affordable, and it makes for just a really cool souvenir. I'm really, really impressed with the results here. How cute. Seoullo 7017 is an elevated walking path. So it used to be a road that connects the eastern and western halves of the city, but now is an elevated walkway that you can enjoy that in the springtime looks much more beautiful than it does now in the winter. However, it is a place that will take you from Seoul Station all the way down to Namdaemun Market. It's just a nice little walk, and it offers some really good views of the area around Seoul Station.
Head to Yongsan to check out the Baekbin Railroad Crossing, which is also referred to as Ting Tang Street after the sound of the train bell. This is one of the few remaining railroad crossings that still exist in Seoul. You may even recognize it from popular K-dramas.
So one of the quintessential experiences here in Seoul is eating ramen at the Han River. So this is something that you've probably seen in K-dramas. It's huge with the locals and tourists alike. So there are all these convenience stores, and you just go in and you buy the ramen, and they give you these little bowls, and there are these machines that pour the perfect amount of water and cook it just perfectly for you, like 4 minutes. You don't have to worry about burning it. It is all automated. And at the end, you get the perfect bowl of Korean ramen. There's just something about instant noodles that just hit so differently when you are outside. So if you're a tea fan, you're definitely going to want to check out tea while you are here in Korea. So Osulloc in Bukchon is really well known for having this amazing tea house. So the green tea that Osulloc serves is grown in Jeju Island. It's really famous. So if you're not going to Jeju, this is about as close as you can get. So it is this beautiful tea house that is always really popular. You might have to wait a little bit in order to get a seat, but it is well worth it. So the prices here are a little bit of a premium. This little cup of tea right here costs 9,000 Korean won. But hey, you get this beautiful atmosphere and hopefully some really yummy tea. It smells really good. Cheers. That is super refreshing on a really hot day. So I am now at Namdaemun Market, Korea's largest and oldest market, and it is crowded, but I am in search of one particular food, and that is a whole alley selling nothing but grilled cutlass fish. Let's see if we can find this hidden alley. So look how incredible this looks. So Hairtail Fish Alley is a small alley hidden kind of in the market here in Namdaemun, and they are famous for selling this cutlass fish, or galchi, which is a fish that's really famous down in the Jeju Island area. And so what they're known for is this is galchi Jordan, which is a stew that's a spicy stew. It's a little sour when it comes with beautiful pieces of this galchi here. They've also served up some geranjim, or steamed egg, and then it looks like maybe some free deep fried cutlass fish here, which I'm super excited to try. All this for only 12,000 won. It is a steal. This little alley is so small that they're actually cooking everything outside right as you're walking by. But I'm so excited. And check out this fiery red soup here. Oh, it's got a depth of flavor. Quite spicy, a little almost sour. Delish. So Hongdae is one of the most popular places for nightlife here in Seoul for both locals and foreigners alike. So there is a ton of shopping, restaurants, cafes, and of course nightlife. But also what is really iconic in this area is all the busking or street performances that you can experience throughout, especially the weekend after the sun has gone down. So it is a place that's just full of energy and livelihood, and is a must experience place even if you're not one to partake in all of the nightlife festivities. There's still something for everyone here, especially though if you are a younger person around, you're something in your 20s, there's definitely a lot of fun to be had in Hongdae.
Be sure to visit Dae-O Bookstore, which is known to be the oldest bookstore in all of South Korea. This place has remained largely untouched for almost 70 years and is now a cafe. The place has been visited by many K-pop stars, including IU and Kim Namjoon from BTS.
So we are now at the Rainbow Bridge Yacht Tour, which is right here on the beautiful Han River. As you can see it right behind me, so you can book this in advance. I think we're in for a real treat. I heard we're going to go to see the Banpo Bridge light show, which is so iconic. I am super excited to share this moment with this cute little guy right here. We came down to this place and there is somebody here that give you a quick little course on how to properly use the bow and arrow, and then you get to practice. They're really hands-on and
Actually, it
help
was
you
so
out.
fun, right?
It was, yeah. At first I was a little nervous about getting the positioning correct, and I wasn't so sure. It looks much harder than it is. But I had a really good time.
Yeah, it was so fun and it's unique.
So this is Myeongdong, one of the most exciting places in all of Seoul. It is one of the most visited places by tourists from all around the world. It is known for its shopping, its cosmetics, its great souvenirs, and of course its street food. So this is a place that you'll definitely want to check out. It's actually a place I really recommend you stay if you're visiting in Korea. If you want more tips like that, be sure to check out our Korea travel guide PDF, which is down in the pinned comments down below. And of course, you can't come to Korea without trying all the amazing street food options here. It is winter. One of my favorite wintertime treats is this. This is called geranbang, or literally translates to egg bread. It's kind of like a steamed egg inside of kind of like a pancake, and it is so yummy. It's the ultimate in sweet and savory. If you want the most variety of street food, come to Myeongdong. It's a little overpriced these days, but you're gonna get all kinds of options from sweet to savory and everything in between. So next up we are in Myeongdong at a famous place called Myeongdong Kyoja, which is one of the most popular places for tourists here in the area. Be ready to wait in line whenever you come here. However, they're famous for serving up kalguksu, which are these knife-cut noodles. We do them a little bit differently here, so it comes with this really garlicky kimchi, which is so yummy. The noodles themselves have more of a beefy flavor of a kalguksu. It's kind of a smoky flavor. And then there are mandu in here, Korean-style dumplings. And if you don't want to wait, there's another branch just right down the street. But this is the original. It's so yummy. So if you're a fan of Korean dramas or just Korean entertainment in general, you want to visit this place. This is DMC, or Digital Media Center, which is located just right off of line 6 of the Seoul subway system. So this area is really well known for housing a lot of the headquarters for a lot of the different entertainment companies such as SBS or CJ E&M. And so you can come here and who knows, you might even run into some of your favorite Korean entertainers as they're here to film different variety shows or TV shows. This statue behind me was actually featured in the Avengers movie back in 2015, which is pretty cool. So even if you can't run into some of your favorite idols or K-drama stars, you might find their handprint and autograph on the stars in the walk behind me, which is pretty cool. Might be as close as you get to an actual Korean drama idol star fan meeting, but hey, it's free and they're always gonna be there. They're never gonna let you down. So next up we are at the Ddeok Museum. Ddeok is the name of Korean rice cake, and this small little exhibition tells you a little bit about the history of Korean rice cakes as well as the specialties of them from around Korea and the importance of them and how they're eaten in different seasons. So if you come here at certain times, you can actually make your very own rice cake in the fun little class. It'll be a great souvenir to take home, I think.
The Seodaemun Prison History Museum is a somber yet informative place that was built under the Japanese administration to imprison independence movement activists. Taking a walk through these structures is eye-opening and worth a visit to learn more about Korea's past.
So I can't even imagine the people who are in prison here were facing just in terms of the sheer amount of heat and humidity. This is truly a sombering experience to know the conditions that these people were going through and how much they were fighting for freedom.
Nestled at the heart of Seoul resides Tapgol Park, a vibrant public space with historical significance. In 1919, it served as the epicenter for the commencement of the March 1st Korean independence movement. A highlight of the park is the renowned Wangaksa Pagoda, an enclosed marvel crafted from marble in the year 1467. This exquisite 10-tier stone pagoda, after which the park takes its name, stands as a testament to the park's rich cultural heritage. Jongmyo Shrine is the main state sanctuary where tablets of royal ancestors are honored, and memorial services for the Joseon Dynasty kings and queens takes place. It was built in 1395 by order of King Taejo in a Confucian style. King Taejo, the first ruler of the Joseon dynasty, built the shrine to pay respects to past kings and queens. At the same time, he also oversaw the construction of Gyeongbokgung Palace. The Deoksugung stone wall path was constructed with eco-friendly materials and meticulous attention to pedestrian safety. This street runs along one of Seoul's 5 main royal palaces. Taking a stroll along the Deoksugung stone wall path is a truly memorable experience, providing a romantic setting for couples and a captivating cultural walk. It's a must-see in the fall due to the many trees that line the street. Enjoy busking and other performances along the wall.
Alright, so if you love Korean traditional architecture like these hanoks, you're going to want to visit the Eunpyeon Hanok Village. So this is a newer village that was set up to revitalize the tourism in the area. However, you have all this amazing architecture here, and inside are different types of convenience stores, photo studios, museums, as well as amazing cafes that give you a nice bird's eye view of the whole area. You can wander around. There's even a temple up here that is super special to check out. Definitely one of the areas that is much less touristy than like the Bukchon Hanok Village, which is just full of tourists. If you want a nice place to get some really cool pictures, this is one place that should definitely be on your list of things to do in South Korea. So Itaewon is known to be one of the most diverse neighborhoods in all of Seoul. It has all kinds of restaurants from around the world, as well as shopping. It's known for its nightlife, but if you're a K-drama fan, you may recognize it from the drama Itaewon Class, which they actually filmed here in this neighborhood, and you can still visit some of the scenes that they filmed at the real-life filming location. So if that's something that you're into, then this is a place that you'll definitely want to check out. The bridge here at Noksapyeong Station, right across from Itaewon, not only offers some pretty amazing views of the Namsan Tower behind me, but also was another filming location here of the Itaewon Class drama, so you may recognize it from a pretty pivotal scene in the series. It's a great place, especially though, to get a beautiful view of the Namsan Tower just right behind us, even on a day like this when it's snowing. So I'm currently in the halls of a retired battleship. So I'm here at the Seoul Battleship Park, which is Seoul's first park with battleships here. So there are 3 retired battleships and submarines that you can explore. It's a really cool way to kind of see the inner workings of these structures. It's located right on the Han River, so it offers beautiful views of the Seoul city. And yeah, you can just take some time and walk through the maze of these battleships. It's really cool to see. So next up, we are in Jongmyo for a truly Korean experience. We are checking out a baseball game. I know you may not think of baseball when you think of South Korea, but let me tell you, going to a baseball game is unlike anywhere else in the world when you are here in Seoul. It's something you absolutely must check out. The people take these baseball games very, very seriously. And so there are cheering sections, and especially if you're coming here for the home team, be excited, because even if you're not into the game, you are going to love it's going to be a general atmosphere. If you're excited, I have no idea what team is going on. Apparently something good's going on. What's so cool is that they're playing music, there are cheerleaders, there's even people walking around delivering beer. Definitely want to make sure you come to a baseball game if it is during a season when you are in Seoul.
Next, head over to the 63 building, one of the iconic spots on the Seoul skyline. Start by taking the elevator to 63 Art Observatory to view the world's highest art gallery that offers stunning views of the Han River and surrounding areas. Then head to the 63 Aquarium, which was Korea's first public aquarium. Don't miss the mermaid show. Be sure to get there early for a great viewing spot. Foodies will definitely want to visit Korea's oldest restaurant, which is located in Seoul. While nobody knows exactly how old it is, one thing is for sure. This restaurant has been serving up solangtang for over a century.
So solangtang is this really yummy soup. So they take basically beef bones and boil them for a really long time until it gets this milky white soup. And then they put pieces of the beef in there. Yum. I'll tell you what, after a century of cooking the same dish, they know what they're doing, that is for certain. Yum. Jogesa is the main temple in the northern part of Seoul. It's located near Gyeongbokki Palace in Ikseondong. It's really easy to get to. And it is a beautiful palace to stop, relax, learn a little bit about Buddhism. What's best is that they have all these different programs and events that happen throughout the year. It's currently summer, which means they have lotus flowers all around. But if you come in May, it's especially beautiful as they decorate tons of paper lanterns for Buddha's birthday. So next up we are in Ikseondong. This is a really trendy spot that's kind of popped up recently. So it's cool because it retains a lot of the Hanok traditional architecture, but it just has a ton of really cool cafes and shops and restaurants. And some of these cafes are really well known and have huge lines basically any time of the day. The alleys here are really narrow, so you have to be really careful as you're walking through because it does get super crowded because it is such a trendy place.
The Hongjecheon artificial waterfall has become a social media hotspot due to its picturesque scenery. Grab a coffee at the cafe and unwind as you enjoy this relaxing escape from the hustle and bustle of the big city.
Alright, so the next place we're visiting is called Yoojung Sikdang, and this place is an absolute mecca for all BTS Army. So it's said that back in the day, they were training, they were rookies, and they used to come to this restaurant 2 or 3 times a day. And ever since then, the owner has decked out this restaurant in every square inch is covered with BTS memorabilia. And people from around the world come here to eat at this very restaurant the BTS once ate at. So this is one of the recommended menus. It's Hongdae bibimbap, black pig, stir-fried rice. It's super delish. If you are visiting Seoul and you are BTS Army, you're gonna want to make sure you put this place on your list. So one place you absolutely must try when you're in Seoul is this place. This is Bukchon Son Mandu, and it is handmade mandu. Mandu is like Korean-style dumpling, so it is so delicious. This place has been serving it up some of the best that I've ever had in Korea. So we're going for a sampler here, which gives us some of the best of all the flavors. We have meat mandu, we have kimchi mandu for those who like a little bit of spice. We have these ones that are just kind of like little dumpling balls, and then the all-time favorite, the chicken, the crispy, deep fried mandu. Check that out. Oh, my mouth is watering just being able to smell this. That is heaven. If you are an ice cream lover, you're gonna love our next stop. This is Baskin-Robbins Brown, located in the Gangnam area. So this Baskin-Robbins has much more than 31 flavors. That's right, they have 100 unique flavors of ice cream. Not only that, they have a whole wall of spoons, which has been signed by different celebrities. There's claw games. You can get ice cream fondue. You can just have a whole ice cream party. This is a true heaven for ice cream lovers. So we've got 2 scoops here. Some of these flavors are unique and you can only find here. That is delish. If you are very indecisive, that might be a bit of a problem because there are a ton of choices here. So next up I've come to Seoul Tower, which is of course one of those popular places for tourists to visit when they are here in South Korea. But what you may not be aware of is that right here on the Seoul Tower Plaza, every day from Tuesday till Sunday at 3 p.m. there are free Korean traditional performances, so you can see some really amazing musical performances.
Check out Seoul via the Han River by taking the Eland Cruise Night Cruise. You'll get perfect views of the Seoul night skyline as well as be treated to live music and much more. Take a class to learn how to make Korean traditional rice wine called Makgeolli. This expert has been making Makgeolli for many years and she'll walk you through the process of how to turn cooked rice into fermented wine. It's a unique experience that you'll certainly never forget.
Cheers. Oh, that's actually really yummy. So next up we're in Seongsu-Dong, which is known as the Brooklyn of Seoul due to its industrial vibes. So it used to be really famous for having a shoe street where people would make handmade shoes, but now it's turned into this area that's just full of different eateries and cafes and some really cool pop-up stores. Depending on whenever you're visiting, you can look online to see if there's a cool pop-up happening. Check out one of Korea's most kind of iconic cafes. This is Cafe Onion, and it's been popular for quite a while. It's popular with the locals about 5-6 years ago, and now it's really popular with the tourists from all around the world. It is known for having some really great desserts as well as some pretty good coffee. There is always a lineup here, so be ready to wait for a good seat. There's different branches around the city. This is again the Seongsu-Dong branch, but the one in Angguk near Changdeokgung Palace is also really popular. Come take some great pictures. Is known for this really cool kind of industrial vibe, as well as, like I said, all those desserts. This is the Discover Seoul Pass. And what this is this is a card. This is a physical card, but you can also get a mobile version, and it is your ticket into some of the hottest attractions here in the city. So there's a 24, a 48, and a 72-hour pass. This is the 24-hour pass. It costs 39,000 South Korean won, which is very affordable. It's going to give us free admission into some amazing things and offer discounts at other places. So the Lotte Folk Museum walks you through the whole history of Korea. I mean, we're talking from the dinosaurs up until much further. It's a fun place to learn all about Korea. There's English signs that will walk you through everything. I think it's one of those places that's kind of like a hidden gem. Not that many people know about it because there are different folk museums and folk villages here in Korea, but nobody really ever talks about this one. This is one of my favorites. I really enjoy learning about all the Korean traditional history and all of that stuff here because it's not that busy and you can really take your time and explore and find out all about Korea.
Gwangjang Market is known for a variety of food, and you should definitely visit Yukway Alley for great raw beef. Trust me, it's much better than it sounds.
Okay, so we are in Gwangjang Market checking out one of the most famous foods here, which is yukway, which is the raw beef.
The Leeum Museum of Art is run by the Samsung Foundation of Culture and consists of two parts. One which features traditional Korean art and the other contemporary art. It's a must-see for those who enjoy cultural exhibitions. Tickets are free and can be reserved online. Experience Seoul's royal palaces in a unique way by taking a night tour. These tours are offered at various times throughout the year, so be sure to check online for more details. Get your tickets early as they sell out often. So there you have it, 50 things to do in Seoul that will make your trip truly unforgettable. Be sure to check out part 1 of this video series and then grab our Korea Travel Guide PDF. With so many things to do, what will you do first?